The second season of Team Combat League finishes up tonight. It's Mega Brawl 2 from Southern California. Los Angeles is going to be the site for tonight's Mega Brawl. Teams from all over the country have competed all season long to get to this final spot, an opportunity to be crowned the Team Combat League Mega Brawl champion. I'm Bethel Duran alongside Bubba Jenkins. Bubba, we've been here all season long where we've seen teams battle, we've seen teams cry, we've seen teams celebrate, we've seen teams with anguish, we've seen teams with joy, and at the end of the day, you come out and you want to be a champion. Team Combat League is all about the team concept in professional boxing. In its second season, continues to grow and get better. Bubba, as a fighter, what are these fighters going through tonight?
Well, right now they want to stick to the plan. Obviously, everything that they've done so far has worked. They're in the championship. Mega Brawl 2, they made it. Now, the second part is to stick to the strategy, listen to your coaches, and don't let the bright lights confuse you. It's just a regular boxing match that you already know.
24 individual rounds, team scoring. In Mega Brawl 2, it'll be the Philadelphia squad against Miami. Teams that have gone through a lot of turmoil all season long. They've gone through the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and here in LA, Mega Brawl 2, Philly and Miami. If you're watching us on the BrawlPass or on the Zone, it's going to be fun here tonight. But there's bonus coverage because for the teams that didn't make it, what do they want to do? They said, we're going to give you an opportunity to shine at Mega Brawl 2. It's going to be an all-star matchup. Team USA against the world. That's awesome. You know that feeling.
You got to love that. USA, we got the Olympics going on. But the world guys, they want to come in here and finish their season off right. They didn't make it to the Mega Brawl as a team, but they definitely want to put a stamp on that season.
And you're wondering about the world? Like, oh, there ain't no fighters? Oh, absolutely, because Team Combat League has fighters from Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Georgia, Belgium, Samoa,
Russia.
American Samoa, Russia, everywhere. You'll see them coming up later on the night. So you're going to have Team USA against the world, and then Mega Brawl 2 final, Philadelphia against Miami. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And in order for us to let you know everything that's going on here tonight, we got to have an all-star crew, right? We have to have BC and Austin Tryout and AD, everybody out there. And then right now at our update desk is going to be the one and only Brayan Campbell.
Thank you so much, Beto. Look at you and Bubba, maybe the best-dressed duo in combat sports, but you guys got nothing on what AC Brayan is rocking over here with the Team Combat League sport coat. Yes, Brayan Campbell with you. Former world champion Austin Tryout looking dapper himself, and a coach with the Houston Hitmen, and of course AC Brayan of the San Antonio Snipers. And Austin, I don't need to tell you that when the championship's on the line, the energy gets raised. I don't know if we can raise this energy anymore because TCL is such an explosive format.
Well, I mean, it's going to next level energy. And as you know, all season, the energy's been raised to maximum level, but now it's championship time. We got to step it up. The fighters got to step it up. The fans got to step it up. Everybody's going to step it up tonight.
And AC, look, you're a coach in this league. You know what it's like. Sometimes health and stability is all you can need. That's behind them because these two teams are here tonight. What is it going to take to become champion?
Well, I know me and Coach Austin would love to be on the other side fighting for this world championship, but what it takes is consistency. Not only does it take consistency, but it takes pure talent to be successful in this league. And I think both teams have that.
And what makes this league so fun to watch and such an exciting version of professional boxing, how about this rule set? Do not get up from the couch if you are new to TCL. Not only our all-star matchup, but our Mega Brawl tonight. It's the format, 24 one-round bouts, head-to-head, quick-moving, one after another, featuring 6 different weight classes on the men's side, 2 on the female side. You'll see heavyweights, you'll see featherweights, and all that in between, but it's the scoring structure here that really separates it. Broken down into 3 separate sets of rounds, the launch rounds, the middle rounds, and then the money rounds where you can see some fighters repeat and fight for a second time. Sometimes we'll see rematches of fights from earlier in the night. But it's that scoring system I keep mentioning that separates it. 10-9 for winning a round. If you get a knockdown, it's 10-8. But if you score 2 knockdowns in a round, or if you finish your opponent, that 10-7 score really brings momentum to one team and can turn any match up around. Fellas, when we look back at this season, we saw expansion. In fact, we've got Philadelphia and Miami, 2 of the newer teams, facing off against one another. AC, you've been here since the beginning, up to 12 teams right now, and it seems like TCL is going to continue to push forward.
Listen, Team Combat League is probably the most exciting thing to come to combat sports. And, man, it's been absolutely great to be here at the ground roots, breaking ground and seeing how far it's going to go. And I can't wait to see how much bigger it's going to be. The world, Team Combat League. I can see
Well,
it.
you mentioned that, and Austin, I want to bring this up to you. We've seen some breaking news this week from Team Combat League. Next year, 2025, Season 3, we'll see 2 additional teams, the Nashville Smash, and how about the Atlanta Attack? And then on the other side, Season 4, how about this? 4 European teams, 18 teams in total. TCL's gone global on us.
Hey, worldwide, baby. We're now the Team Combat League of the world. And this USA versus World was a very good omen for what's to come.
Yes, representing 40 different countries across Team Combat League's 12 teams during this regular season. So a truly global affair as TCL continues to grow and expand here. But it really is about what we're going to see tonight in this fun doubleheader, the All-Star matchup, Team USA versus the world. And then, of course, Mega Brawl 2, Philadelphia versus Miami. And AC, it really comes down in this main event, if you will, this championship matchup here in Mega Brawl 2 to a contrast in styles. What makes Philly and Miami so different from one another?
So I'm gonna start off with what I think Miami is really successful at. They've been on the road and they've got a lot of wins. And they've had to fight adversity against all the different crowds booing against them and cheering, and they had to be consistent. I think what Philly is going to face is not only another juggernaut within the league, but they're going to have to go in there without that 12th person, that crowd that goes behind them and cheering. That's so different in Team Combat League than any other sport, is that crowd that's there to support their hometown people.
That's one thing to win playoff matchups in the 2300 arena in Philly. This is neutral territory here, Austin, but it's the camaraderie of the two teams that have gotten them this far. Philadelphia loaded with native fighters from that great city. Miami is more of a melting pot, but it's the chemistry that they've already formed that really has spoken.
Well, both teams represent their cities very well. The city of Philadelphia, brotherly love. Everybody on that team, they grew up together. They fought together, and the amateurs and the pros, like they really know each other. They're really family. And then Miami, representative of that city. It's a melting pot. You have a lot of people from Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Russia, just like Miami. And they all came together, live in harmony, fighting in harmony together. As far as his community goes, I'm not sure who has the more camaraderie. But they're going to need each other for this fight.
No, boy, will they. And AC, when it comes down to this, ultimately, look, this is an evenly matched. You can separate this contrast in the pros and cons of one another, but if it's this evenly matched, it may come down to knockdowns or knockouts to ultimately decide this.
I think, don't want to jump the gun, but I believe the anchors of both these teams are 2 female stars. Don't want to drop their names, but I believe that matchup is going to be super key.
And also, as we look ahead for Team Combat League's continued expansion, there will be tryouts coming up for Season 3. Teams are the Philly Smoke, the NYC Attitude, and the Boston Butchers. A 2-day tryout going down October 19th through 20th in Philadelphia. Wow, a great opportunity to continue to grow and expand this league. And you see tryouts for the Southeast Division representing Nashville, Atlanta, and Miami, November 2nd through 3rd in Nashville. TCL continues to expand and take over their Southwest Division 2 Texas coaches next to me, November 16th to 17th in Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and the Houston Hitmen. And out west, we go Las Vegas Hustle, LA Elite, and Phoenix, December 7th through 8th. That will take place in the fight capital of Las Vegas. Gentlemen, we'll have a lot more to come on Philly versus Miami and everything that goes on to those 24 rounds that will be decided. But we've got 18 rounds coming up first in this fun concept, our all-star matchup. It's USA against the world. How do you speak to that global concept of TCL? Because we talked about it. Miami alone, you can go around the globe. This is not just an American thing. It's also not just a young fighter or older fighter thing. It's open season for anybody that wants to come into this TCL and make some noise.
Boxing, along like soccer, boxing transcends all cultures, all countries. And I believe that Team Combat League shows that it's embracing all of those different cultures and all those different countries, showing who can put the best, not only within the city, but across the world.
Indeed. And when we look at our 3 focused featured matchups here in this All-Star, we're going to start out in the heavyweight division. You know how quickly the momentum can change. How about this one, Austin? The world will bring Patrick Mailata, a candidate for most valuable fighter in the TCL in 2024. And on the other side from Team USA, Devon Young. Bombs away here, Austin.
Bombs away. Now, Devon Young being much smaller than Patrick. Patrick weighing over 300 pounds. Devon, being a little bit more than 220. Nonetheless, Devon Young can crack. he can punch and he can move a big 300-pounder like that. But let's not get away from Patrick Mailata's speed and size. And he's not just big, but he's fast too, and he's got great balance. So those three combinations make a dangerous person, man.
Yeah, AC, this has the making to potentially be your fight of the evening here on the All-Star side. That 94-pound weight difference, though, is going to be interesting.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Devon Young races all of that. This has been a continuation from last year. Not only did Devon Young beat Michael Hunter to get the Atlanta Tech and to the Mega Brawl finals last year, but he is on a win streak. He currently has more wins than Patrick has fights in Team Combat League with a 30% knockout ratio.
But TCL can even that playing field when it comes to experience and right there. And speaking of Patrick Mailata, an absolute breakout star of the season, as we mentioned, a thunderous puncher who has been clutch and delivered in big moments. I had the opportunity to sit down with him ahead of tonight's All-Star matchup and pick his brain about the mindset he brings into the ring.
In history, how would you define your power? Because it does seem to stand out in this league compared to others.
Man, I truly believe that the ancestors and those that have gone before me have truly blessed my hands, because sometimes some of the shots I throw in my mind don't feel as hard as the others are receiving it. But I know that when it comes fight time, that I've prepared the best that I can to put forth my best foot and take the best steps that I can during the fight. You know, like the fight is won way before the 3-minute round or the 4-minute round or whatever it is that I'm doing, you know, so I come prepared.
And finally, what should the fans expect when you touch gloves in this all-star format, UFC against the world?
Dead face, man. Like, I'm straight in the business. Devon Young is a great guy, nothing personal. You know, Polynesian people are great people. We smile, we love, but when it comes down to the get down, we get down, you know.
Getting down on Thursday is what's going to happen. Thank you so much. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks.
Oh boy, do we expect Patrick Mailata to get down on this Mega Brawl 2 championship evening here in this All-Star event. Let's look at the tail of the tape in this heavyweight matchup. You'll certainly notice the weight difference between the two, as Patrick Mailata, one of the largest individuals in this game, but you outlined it earlier, Austin. Devon Young brings the skills to the table just the same.
And he brings the power too. He can punch for being a smaller heavyweight.
And you see that weight and height about the same, though, as Team USA takes on the world. Our second featured matchup here is going to go to the light heavyweight division. And let's take a look at Abimbola Osundario, who tonight is going to be fighting twice. And it's against two of the most dangerous fighters in this league who have a combined record of 24-0. We're talking about Brayan Leon, a most valuable fighter candidate, and Raul Salomon, both from Los Angeles. AC, it doesn't seem like, though, Osundario is scared of this. He had the cowboy hat on during the weigh-ins. He was talking that talk. He's ready for the big time.
You know, I have history of Bola. He was on my team last year. Let me explain something. Bola doesn't always come with the most dynamic set skills, but what he is he's a published author. He's also an actor. He is very intelligent. What he brings to Team Combat League is a level of intelligence. Not only is he very smart, but he brings the WBC Continental African Championship to this. So he is very, very skilled. And he told me personally, he's not sweating nobody.
And on the other side, his opponents will certainly be tough. Raul Salomon is one of those. Austin brings big power to the table. We mentioned the first opponent, Brayan Leon, is an MVF candidate, most valuable, but Salomon can crack.
Oh, Salomon can crack, and he's ran through all 10 of his opponents. I haven't seen him really have much problems, and I believe, you know, the Nigerians got a big task ahead of him today. Not just one, but two. As he gets through one, he still has to deal with the other one.
Indeed, but interesting to know. Brayan Leon from Cuba lives in Las Vegas, wanted to represent the USA because he loves his country also. He didn't want to go up against his teammate and good friend, Raul Salomon. But our third, as you see footage from earlier this season of Osundario in the red trunks, that southpaw style, not afraid to get dirty. Brayan Leon, though, one of the best fighters in this league. AC, what makes this guy so dangerous?
His consistency. next thing you know, you're caught into his traps. I've never seen anybody break any other fighter down this fast and be that consistent and strong, especially at the end. He has a gas tank that doesn't stop, and he has power to match anybody.
And he seems to have a swagger to him that's like, ain't no thing, Austin, I belong here.
Well, I mean, one round to break somebody down, that's pretty impressive. Usually it takes about 12, you know what I mean? But he figures them out, and he just dismantles them within that 3-minute time frame.
So a double header here of sorts for Abimbola. He'll have his work cut out for him, but he's up to the task in our third featured bout. Get ready for the fireworks that can come in this. In the women's welterweight division, Faye Faiva representing the world with that explosive style against the technical brilliance of Earle Davis.
Yeah.
Austin, perfect style contrast here.
Absolutely. You know, it's Beauty and the Beast. It's the Matador against the Bull. Who's going to be faster? Who's going to have that one step ahead? I love how Favor comes, and she has like a little Mike Tyson type of tenacity to her. But we watched Earle Davis dispatch that type of style time after time.
Yeah.
So it's a flip-em fight for me.
AC, I talked to Earle this week. She said, look, I've sparred with Faye in the past. I'm not worried about what she brings to the table. We see rematches. We see people that have come across from each other. But 3 minutes is 3 minutes. Anything can happen.
3 minutes is 3 minutes, but Miss Davis has been on a tear lately. She has been one of the most dominant females in Team Combat League, and I cannot wait to see these two go punch for punch, bang for bang, round for round for 3 minutes.
And just a reminder, in the Team Combat League rules, women's boxers will box the full 3 minutes, just like the men of each round. I did get a chance, as I mentioned, to catch up with both of these young fighters, Faye Faiva and Earle Davis. Let's hear from both ahead of this matchup.
When you have a chance to go up against Earle Davis, who you've seen in the past, how much does that history of sparring together play into a potential all-star matchup?
To be honest, I can't really say that, because yes, I have sparred her, but I can't really say that my experience then is really going to help me now, because I've been getting better as a fighter, and I know she has, but really just going in with the current training that I've had is really going to help me.
When we look at a style contrast in this matchup, a lot of people looking at Earle as the pure boxer, you as more of the hunter, the seeker, the puncher. Do you like that label on you as a fighter? Yeah,
I do. I actually prefer to, well, not prefer, but I like it when I'm called a slugger, aggressive fighter, fresher fighter, all of it. I want to be an all-star for TCL.
You'll be representing Team USA against the Team World's Faye Faiva, who you've seen before in TCL. What's the history between the two of you?
Me and Faye, we don't have much history. We've sparred a couple times. She was a part of the Atlanta team last year, I believe. So I'm excited to get in the ring with her. She's a good fighter, aggressive, but I believe that my skills outweighs her by far. So I'm excited to show that tomorrow night.
Definitely a featured fight to watch for. But gentlemen, the time for talking is officially now over. 18 rounds of fury coming your way. It's Team World versus Team USA in the All-Star matchup, followed, of course, by Mega Brawl 2. But for now, let's throw it to the ring to Jeremiah Gallegos.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, live on TCL BrawlPass and live on DAZN worldwide from inside the Commerce Casino and Hotel here in Los Angeles, California, USA. We are set for a stellar night, a doubleheader, as we kick things off with a Team Combat League All-Star portion. Team World versus Team USA. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. Our referees in charge of the action tonight are Gerald White and Thomas Taylor. This TCL doubleheader is sponsored by Venom, Adams Boxing, and Two Trees Distilling. And now, fight fans, it is time to meet our teams. Please welcome first, Team USA! Team USA is led by head coach A.C. Bryant and Tony Mack.
Team USA ready to represent Mega Brawl 2, our opening matchup here on the BrawlPass from Southern California. Sean Brewer, Melissa Parker, James Earle, Adolphe Stevenson, Brayan Leon, who's from Cuba, wanted to represent USA, Devon Young, Angel Hernandez, Lavarian Graham, Ryan Zempo, Ariel Davis, Corey Chad, Bryce Taylor. Taking out Team USA. And the fighters will be representing in their home uniforms. Be 18 rounds in the All Star matchup. The energy, the vibe. And there you see in the background in the dark, jumping up and down, that's Team World. That's about to change the graphic. DJ's got the head bob in there, Bubba. They're ready.
It's go time, baby. Mega Brawl 2, Fight Night, Los Angeles. We're at the casino. If I was a betting man, I bet we go see some fireworks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to welcome Team World. Team World are led by head coach Benny Roman and Manny Robles.
Ben Roman representing the New York squad. Coaches from Vegas also. Osvel Caballero, the Cuban. You see Osvel first, Lizette Lopez, Sean Bates, Alex Esponda, and with the cowboy hat, Abimbola Osundario.
Also joining Team World is David Hayes.
You got Samoa, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Nigeria representing Team World in Mega Brawl 2. The opening matchup from Mega Brawl 2, Team World against Team USA, made up of fighters whose teams did not make it to the finals. So Philadelphia and Miami, their fighters are coming up later on the night.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we honor those who protect us at home and abroad, who wear the uniform of the United States of America, here to sing our national anthem. Please welcome the sensational vocalist and recording artist, Shaolin Cooper.
So proudly we
Shaolin Cooper, a fantastic job every time we see her rock the national anthem. All right, we are getting ready for Mega Brawl 2, the All-Star Edition. And Team Combat League has fighters from over 40 countries competing in Season 2. And that's how we were able to do USA against the world to highlight the global nature of the TCL community. All right. So, Bubba, this team concept right now, USA against the world, over 40 countries are involved. This is awesome to see as a fighter like yourself who's been all over the world. I mean, it's amazing.
I'm excited to see Brewer come out against Osvel. He's a good fighter.
Sean Brewer. And representing Team World, Osvel Caballero.
All right, there you hear Jeremiah Gallegos.
Our referee in charge of the action of this bout, Gerald White.
Osvel Caballero in the purple and gold. Purple and gold for Osvel. Sean Brewer representing the Vegas squad and Team USA. Brewer and Caballero know each other very, very well. So they're good matchup between these two.
Yeah, Sean Brewer is going to come with some speed and some skill and getting out of there and, you know, hit and not be hit. But Osvel is a powerful puncher, and he's very fast and skilled.
Yeah, Caballero, Cuban roots. Represent for Team World. So this was going to be 18 rounds, Bubba. Normally, Team Combat League goes 24 for the All-Star matchup, 18. So it's going to be really important to get out and get the rounds and win quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's still enough boxing as an All-Star match for us here at Team Combat League. I'll take 18 rounds of these guys any day.
Yeah, so the launch rounds will be 6, middle will be 6, and then the money will be 6.
Good hook right there by Osvel as Sean Brewer was looking to tie you up. Nice left hook.
Brewer's talented fighters, so is Osvel. These two have gone back and forth as their Vegas and LA teams were battling all season long. Both teams came up short in the playoffs. Overhand right from Caballero in the purple and gold.
Jab's working very well for Brewer. He's got to do a little bit better job of trying to get in and get some power shots in there because Osvel, that's all he's throwing, Osvel.
Yeah, Caballero, his style, he comes in, kind of lulls you a little bit, then just goes bomb, 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 attacks.
Yeah, beautiful left hook.
And that footwork from Caballero, smooth. Cuban is just very confident inside that ring.
Ooh, good punch right there. Landed for Caballero.
Brewer gets hit with the left hook and he slips a shot against the ropes, get off the ropes.
Yeah, like I said, Brewer's doing that stick and move, hit and move, and not get hit move, but Osvel is all over him, so he's got to do a better job of landing with power to get him to back up.
Coming up next, the ladies, Lizette Lopez and Melissa Parker. Team World against USA. Caballero looks like he's leading the way for Team World in the opening round.
Yeah, good punches right there. Brewer's just a second behind. He's got to speed up. He's got to pick up his speed and his intensity if he wants to even compete with Osvel Caballero.
And we'll see Osvel in round 13 when we get to the money rounds.
Oh, now he's starting to feel himself.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah, that's how you know a fighter's in his zone, you know, feeling himself, doing well. They start to get fancy and get that little Leon drunken monkey going, and then you have a hard time dealing with their timing and their skill at that moment.
They're just slipping punches as Osvel Caballero. The Cuban looking good in the opening round. Feeling himself.
Oh, and he just missed the big punch right there.
Not that time with that hook.
Yeah.
Opening round is done. USA against the world. So the BrawlPass where you're watching us tonight, if you're watching us on DAZN, Team Combat League. Right now it's our All-Star matchup. Look at the highlights here, Bubba.
Yeah. So Sean Brewer is slipping and moving and ripping and trying to get up out of there while Osvel's trying to land big, powerful punches. All night, that's what we're going to be doing, trying to mix the sweet science versus boxing.
right, so we will get you that score from that opening round, as we do have live scoring on your screen.
And we'll let you know who we got going right
here.
here.
Yeah, and then Team World got the round. So Caballero gets the round. So there you see, if you're watching for the first time, you'll have the live updated scoring throughout the evening. You know what's going on, and so do the fighters. It's one of the beautiful things of Team Combat League. You know exactly where you stand when you get in there. Melissa Parker representing the Houston squad in the black and red. She's fighting for Team USA. The Mexican is Lizette Lopez. She fought for the LA Elite, who fell up short in the semifinals.
Lizette Lopez is doing a good job of just being aggressive. That 1-2 that she's got is very good money right there for her. Oh, there it is again. And it's almost like a delayed 1-2. She throws the 1-2 right behind it, and then a little bit later she'll throw a 1 and then a delayed 2 that just got Melissa Parker. Oh, good hook right there by Parker.
Yeah. And we'll see these two later on in the money rounds. So the launch rounds are the first 6, then the middle rounds, and then the launch rounds. Very important. You'll see fighters in the launch rounds, but you'll see them later on in the money rounds. Coaches decide who will fight in the money rounds. So fighters can go twice in a night.
Good punch right there by Melissa Parker coming over top that jab. She's doing a good job of counter boxing against Lopez. Ooh, good punch. There's some power right there.
All right, so the ladies were done. We'll see them later on in round 15 of the money rounds. And you see they move them in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, buddy, they get a 1-minute break like regular boxing, and then we get it going again. That's what you love about the TCL. It's back-to-back action.
So we're going to get the score for you.
35, representing Team USA, James Earle. And representing Team World, here is Sean Bates. Ladies and gentlemen, your current score, Team World 20, Team USA 18.
So Team World, Lizette Lopez gets the round, and Team World has taken the first 2, so it's up 20-18. Sean Bates in the purple and gold. He fought for LA Elite this season. James Earle fought for the Las Vegas Hustle. These two knew each other very well.
Yeah, here in the TCL, we usually get the women fighting for 3 minutes, so that was a little new, seeing that.
Yeah, so the women will be going 3-minute rounds in TCL action. Innovative, making sure that everybody's on the same time schedule. The women have been asking for. They got it here at Team Combat League. Sean Bates and James Earle going back and forth. I like Earle's style, Bubba. You know him from the Vegas slide.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice, smooth, slick style. He wants to be nice and silky, but I see Bates just being in your face, kind of ready to fight, not really looking to box. Ooh, very nice right there by Earle.
Earle counter with that left. Yeah, Bates will come at you. You're not having any trouble fighting him. He does not stop moving in and outside of the ring.
A good 3-punch combination right there.
Swing and a miss from Bates in the purple and gold. Again, hook landed by Earle. Earle trying to give USA their first round.
Yep, looking very good at it, too. I mean, he's looking very clean, in and out, sticking when he wants to stick, and you know, not giving up too much, even though he did give up a left hook right there.
Combinations from Earle to the face of Sean Bates.
Oh, 3-punch with the left hand right there.
Bates will be fighting in the money rounds in round 16. Earle, this is the only round for him, so he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, good body shot right there by Bates a little bit earlier under that elbow. Got Earle's attention.
Little dirty boxing phone booth right here. This is where you're going to get those body shots and uppercuts. Just like that. Beautiful body shot right there by Bates. Bates starting to feel himself with a minute left. Got that swagger on his face. He just took one, but he's got that swagger, and he's confident. Back and forth they go with the speed matching. Ooh, I see a little Bates right there trying to do a bolo punch with the right hand. Very nice by Bates.
And Earle fighting with a special week, expecting his first child. Will be induced this week. So he's an all-star representing Team USA. And about to be a papa.
That a lot of times gives you something to fight for.
Yeah.
He looked away some of these punches, but Bates is on him a little bit.
Final seconds of the round. USA, will they get their first points? Will they get their first round? As James Earle, the soon-to-be father, looking good.
I think they
Big
got
smile.
that one.
I think Earle got that one. Let's see what the judges have to say.
And now, fight fans, here we go for round number 4 at 160, representing Team USA, Adolphe Stephens. And representing Team World, Alex Esponda. Ladies and gentlemen, Team USA takes the last round, 10-9 for your current score. Team World, 29. Team USA, 28.
All right, so great job by James Earle for Team USA. Wins the third round. Battle southpaws here. Alex Esponda, the Cuban, representing the world in the purple and gold against Adolphe Stephens from the from the Dallas Enforcers. He's got the red and silver on. This is a good match with the big boys. Both of them at 163.
Absolutely, and it's a fun matchup. You know, you get a lot of these all-stars who've been on several different teams this year, and you get to finally get to All A and try to put on for yourself, really.
Yeah, I say big boys because they're tall for the division. We'll see Stephens in round 14. As Esponda only goes once.
Good drop.
Good
right
shot landed by Stephens.
Absolutely good shot by Stephens.
Stephens has not lost in Team Combat League this year. He's a perfect 7-0. Esponda wins 7-2. Pro boxing from Team Combat League. You fight in the league, you make your pro debut with them.
Gotta watch the heads right there. Two southpaws.
It's always going to have that kind of clash. Mega Brawl 2 in Los Angeles. You're watching the USA against the world on the BrawlPass. Coming up next will be the light heavyweights. Osundario against Leon. Oh, both of them cracking.
Big punches right there. They're both trading. Got you right back.
Yep.
Says Stephens.
They're both loading up as we approach a minute to go in round number 4. In the launch round portion of Team Combat League.
They're looking for a knockout, both of these guys right here. With a minute left, you know, they're done with the pageantries, and they're trying to get after it.
Well, for Esponda, it's his only round of the night. Combination from Esponda.
Big punches from Esponda and fast hands. If he sits down and not moving so much, he might do some damage.
That's a left and a right does Esponda. Stephens counters. Good scrap. Good round. Yeah. Oh, a good left hand from Stephens.
He's hurt a little bit. Wobbly legs right there a little bit.
Final seconds. of round number 4. Back and forth, Esponda and Stevens. A good scrap.
Very nice.
Very good. Look at the replays for this one, Bubba Jenkins.
Big right hand landed on the middle of the brawl right there. Stevens stayed with it, though, with the jab and kept after it, but it was beautiful boxing by both of those guys.
And now, fight fans, here we go for round number 5 at 175. Team US, here is Brayan Leon. And representing Team World, introducing Abimbola Osundario. Ladies and gentlemen, Team USA, the last round. The score, Team World 38, Team USA 38. We are all tied up.
Stevens ties it up for Team USA. So the first 2 rounds to the world. The next 2 rounds to the USA. 2 more to go here in the launch rounds of Mega Brawl 2 All Star Matchup.
This is going to be a fun fight right here.
Yeah.
Leon being one of the guys that has voted MVP this year. Well, I loved watching him box this year, especially being home in Los Angeles.
Abimbola slips through the ropes, but he gets hit as he was going down, but his foot just slipped out. Referee Gerard White's going to give him time, see if he's okay. Put him in the neutral corner. Bola Osundario has a bachelor's degree in biology from Quincy College in Illinois. Nigerian roots. So he's representing Team World. And Brayan Leon representing Team USA. Leon went undefeated, 14-0 in season 2. That's why you mentioned, Bubba, potential MVP candidate.
Yeah, and he's been boxing all year. Amazingly all year.
Yeah, we've seen some big knockouts from Leon in season 2, representing the LA Elite. And Bola's a tough dude. He's going to take on Leon right now. Then he's going to take on Raul Solomon in the money rounds later.
He said, don't wrestle. Leon wants to box and get this fight on. The dirty boxing coming in by Abimbola.
The southpaw. Bola, as they call him, slipping a punch, lands on the left, and now he's in the corner. Better get out of there, because you do not want to be in the corner against Brayan Leon, the heavy hitter.
Oh, good uppercut right there.
You
tried it.
I give Bola a lot of credit. You know, he's in the All-Star. He could have just said, I'll just fight 1 round. No, I'll take on 2 of the best in the league, in Leon and Solomon. Love his attitude. He did a great job for the Dallas Enforcers. That's why he got picked up in the playoffs by another squad. It's rugged right now.
Oh, yeah, and this is the Leon's type of fight. Yeah. Big punch landed right there.
And Leon, not too far from where he trained here in Southern California with Manny Robles. He's brought a crowd with him 30 seconds ago in round number 5 as we're tied up.
Them LA fighters usually travel well, just like the Lakers, always everywhere.
And you hear the MVP chants coming from the gym members that he had.
That's what we were talking about earlier. It was oftentimes this crowd is yelling MVP for Brandon,
A tight one to Leon and Osundario. Uppercut at the end.
Big uppercut, and landed.
Sweat goes flying right into us. That's why you wear dark clothes at ringside, Bubba.
Every time, baby.
Oh, yeah. So those were the light heavyweights. Now we got the heavyweights climbing in. Let's look at some highlights, Bubba.
The big boys. Big right hand that landed right there at the end. Leon was showing why he might be the MVP this year.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the final launch round. We introduce to you first, representing Team USA, Devon Young. And representing Team World, Patrick Mailata. Ladies and gentlemen, Team World took the last round 10-9 for your current score 48-47 Team World.
Wow, Bola Osundario hands Brayan Leon his first loss in Team Combat League action this season. Wow. And now the heavyweights. The Samoan is Patrick Mailata. He's representing Team World. Devon Young from Atlanta. These two mixed it up earlier this year, Bubba. We saw it where Young knocked down Milata.
Yeah. Seems to be an arm injury or something.
They're checking out the shoulder of Devon Young. Because Gerard White jumped in there immediately. Told the doctor to check it out. Young, we can hear him telling the doctor, I'm all right.
Immediately lands that right hand, trying to tell you it's good.
This was a little bit personal between these two.
Yeah.
They respect each other. The mauler is Milata. The striker calculated is Young. A 50-50 fight, if there ever was one in Team Combat League. Milata got roots in Samoa, grew up in New Zealand.
And Young might have to change his strategy trying to body weight Milata. He tried to power him over just right there, but Milata's a big guy, so he's not going to be able to push against Milata. He might want to stick and move.
And Milata's just looking for that big knockout
big
punch.
Whoa.
Punch. Big swing and a miss, goes against the ropes, and he gets tagged by Young.
Big,
and Milata just roughing him up.
Yeah, Milata wants to be a fighter, so he's going to, don't be surprised when you see the boxer turn into a UFC guy.
Yeah. Milata grew up with David Tua. Tua took advantage and said, hey, I'll bring this young man into my camp. John White does not mess around. Referee, let him know, keep it clean. Oh, big shot from Young. That staggered Milata.
Yeah, big punch from Young right there.
And Milata trying to hold on. There is no technique here. It's big boy against big boy, big shot against big shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is fun to watch when you know that at any moment some of these guys can go to sleep.
Yeah. And because Young has knocked him down before, he knows in the back of his head, I got that.
Oh, Milata respects the power of Young, that's for sure. Yeah. That's why he's trying to get him up out of there. The longer Young breathes, the more he can do to Milata.
Milata weighed 316, Young 226 at yesterday's weigh-ins.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's Young, another overhand right. The final round of the launch round session. After this round, we'll be going back to the desk with BC, Brian Campbell. I know he and the squad are going to have a lot to talk about.
That was a good round by Young right here.
Yes, he is. And remember, they stopped because they thought he was injured.
Nope. Big right
Young
hand.
looking good. Respect between the two fighters. Look at the highlights here, Bubba.
Yeah, Milata coming with those big, heavy swings, and Young getting out the way, sticking and moving. He did a good job of being the smaller individual right there and hitting when he needed to hit.
All right, so the judges are tallying up the scorecard. All-star matchup, only 18 rounds. So the launch rounds only went 6. It was, here's Jeremiah Gallegos. Oh, let's see. You got us to suspense, Jeremiah.
The score and the final round in round number 6, 10-9, Team World.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, Patrick Milata edged out Devon Young. So
that's surprising.
Team World has a 1-round.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a correction. The score goes to Team USA, 10-9.
Okay.
We are all
about
tied up
getting it right.
at 57.
All right, so Devon Young wins that round. And because of Young's activity and big shots, we are tied up at 57 at the end of 6 rounds. Bubba, it felt good. I want to hear what the coaches have to say, along with Brian Campbell.
Thank you so much, Beto. Brian Campbell back with you with Austin Tryout of Houston, the former world champion. How about AC Bryan and that fantastic sport co representing the San Antonio Snipers? And Austin, this is the best of the best in Team Combat League, no doubt, in this all-star matchup. You had a bunch of these that could have gone either way.
Absolutely. Even that last round, I know Mailata came on strong in the beginning, but Young came out strong in the end. And I mean, I don't want these judges' job. They definitely have something cut out for them, but every round has been a good, highly contested round, and you know, you can see the score. It's not too far one way or the other.
57-57 right now after the launch rounds. And AC, we circled that heavyweight matchup that Austin was talking about. Patrick Mailata bringing that crushing power, but Devon Young had been patient and calculated all year. In fact, he dropped Mailata during the regular season. Didn't end up having an issue with him in there.
No, not at all. And what I do want to highlight is I believe Devon Young did hurt. I think his hand was hurt. He did a lot of that damage with one hand, and that's crazy for him to be able to fight and take
fan experience going on right now.
One hand being under. What you can't weigh is confidence, and that's what he has tons of, confidence.
And it seemed, Austin, that he hurt Mailata and really had him being selective on his own offense.
Oh no, a couple times it seemed like that overhand right found a home and stunned Mailata, which is a 316-pound warrior. You know, it's not easy to do.
When we talked about featured matchups, though, we were talking about Brayan Leon representing Team USA here. He fights out of Las Vegas. He was a most valuable fighter candidate, undefeated during this regular season. But Abimbola, Osundario, we highlighted it. 2 matchups against 2 of the best in this league. They both played for LA. And AC, 1 down, 1 to go here for Bola.
1 down, 1 to go, but that's one hell of a 1 more to go because, whoa, that is a gauntlet's road. That's a killer's road. But what he did was he had to play smart. He couldn't go in there and outskill him. He had to go in there and outsmart him, and I believe he did it.
We have some highlights to look back on from this action, Austin. And it was Bola coming out there with the confidence for sure, as we see. So this is the early action in our opening bouts, with Osvel Caballero getting the edge over Sean Brewer. How about Lizette Lopez with that 1-2 consistently to get the nod
that was
over
definitely
Melissa
the
Parker.
best punch of that round, that overhand right. But then the Wolf, and yes, there we go. Abimbola coming down in the beginning, but he came back and he really finished it strong in that round.
Bola making a big bid potentially for that All-Star Match Most Valuable Player Award that will be given out at the end of the night. A good package of highlights there. But AC, Bola getting that early one for the World. It looked like the World might run away with it early. We did see James Earle coming in to stem that tide, but pretty even matchup. Well done in the matchmaking department.
I expect nothing less when it says Team Combat League All-Stars, because that's exactly what each and every one of these fighters is an All-Star. They've been a staple of their team, and now they're reflecting for their respective teams during the All-Star.
One of those All-Stars to highlight, of course, Austin, is Adolphe Stevens. I was able to call some of his matches with Dallas earlier this year. He was 7-0 throughout that regular season. He was pushed against Alex Esponda as deep as I've seen in this regular season. But once again, Stevens just cool under pressure, man.
Yeah, man, you know, pressure makes diamonds, and that dude shined. He shined real good in that round. And he showed us what he's made out of. This is so exciting. And we're just getting started. It's only the launch round.
I got an interesting question, Austin. You being an ex-champion, we still see you today in the bare knuckle realm. How would you embark upon these 3 minutes? We know you coach, so you're giving this advice. Every fighter's different, but in your personal style, how would you navigate TCL?
For me, my style is I would get the jab established in the first minute, build off that jab in the second minute, let them get desperate and run into some bleep in the third minute.
And AC, when you are coaching, obviously in the All-Star format, you might just tell them to go for it, but it is strategy that makes the difference. I don't want to put too many flowers in the coach's basket, but
listen, you don't throw everything to the wind. You still have to bark, you have to fight smart. When you're the tip of the spear, you have to be able to not only be defensive and offensively, and each one of these guys and their coaches are prospectively are the best that are currently in Team Combat League, and I think they're giving them the best advice.
They're putting on a great show. We'd like to thank our Team Combat League sponsors, Venom, Adams Boxing, and Two Trees Distilling. Let's hear a word from our sponsors now. it's just about time for our middle rounds. Quickly, AC, is there a matchup in these 6 bouts coming up that you're circling most? I mean, when I see Ryan Z, I know it's entertainment.
Well, I want to highlight 2, only because they've been my fighters and they're absolute standouts. Abron Graham and Corey Catt. Abron Graham is known as one of the most exciting fighters in Team Combat League this year and last year. And Corey Catt, not only did he fight last year with a hurt arm, but this year he showed why he was really that important, because now he is undefeated in Team Combat League. He's hitting on all cylinders.
Middle rounds coming our way. So much more to get to as we continue to build to tonight's main event. It's Mega Brawl 2, the Team Combat League Championship. It's the Philly Smoke against the Miami Stealth. Still to come, but for now, we throw it back to ringside and Jeremiah Gallegos.
And now, fight fans, here we go. For our all-star portion in the middle rounds, we introduce to you first, representing Team USA, here is Angel Hernandez. And representing Team World, Ariel Perez de la Torre. Once again, our referee is Gerald White.
Tied up at 57. Thanks for watching Team Combat League Season 2. This is the all-star matchup, the world against the USA. Beto Duran, Bubba Jenkins, and BC was talking about Devon Young, the heavyweight, who won round number 6 for Team USA. BC, I asked Young what happened. He said his shoulder. He injured his shoulder throwing one of the first punches in that round. Continue to fight essentially with one arm, Bubba. That's huge for Team USA.
And looked really good. Got the job done and looked really good against a tough, big Milata. But right here, we got the young and smaller guys. I wouldn't say young, but we got the smaller guys, and the speed significance is different.
Yeah, 130 pounds. De La Torre in the pink and blue. He fought for Team Orlando. Angel Hernandez fought for the LA Elite.
Yeah, was very impressed with De La Torre last time we saw him. Got a knockout, got the crowd involved. I mean, he's a very, very impressive and fast fighter.
Right, he gets after it. He's quick. He's got some swag. He had the Oakleys on the entire time. He was bouncing around. He had the stunner shades going. Have that flair.
Definitely has a swag about him, and he's very skilled. Watch how he's just setting things up, and he's looking for impressive punches, not just efficient ones, but impressive. He wants to get the crowd involved with the selection of shot he's choosing.
Hernandez going to the body a couple of times. Halfway through round number 7. We're in the middle round portion now of Team Combat League.
Oh, big